Mark, and I'm here to tell you about Unprofessional movie reviews, and I'm a guy who does things and stuff, and I'm really handsome, and everybody likes me, burp-a-derp-a-der.
Good going, man.
That's what you sound like to me.
I'm really handsome? Is that what you just said?
No, you think you're really handsome.
Oh, I do think I'm really handsome.
But everybody does like you, though.
Thank you.
That's true.
Most people don't like me. Welcome to Unprofessional movie reviews. This is Billy.
Hi.
He's got a really big penis. And this is Mark. I'm his really big penis. You didn't see that coming. It's Unprofessional movie reviews where we just go see a movie and we review it and we don't have anything written down. We don't
credentials,
We don't talk about this ahead of time. We don't have a script.
We have like 10 subscribers.
Yeah, we have 10 subscribers. Actually, we got 40 subscribers.
40, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
That's
3 of them listen to it. For those people who asked me about the Beauty and the Beast that I went and saw, I thought it was fine. Somebody was asking me to review it, and I didn't really see the point. It's almost a shot-for-shot remake of the cartoon. If you like the cartoon, you're going to like the movie.
We also went to see Power Rangers, and I don't get it.
He hated it. I thought it was just bad.
I don't get it. Why does everybody in real life that I know love it, and everybody on Reddit hates it? Like me. I don't understand.
I don't know, because Reddit people are fags.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, alright, moving on. So we just went and saw Ghost in the Shell! So the way these work is we're going to be discussing our negatives, and we're going to be discussing our positives, and then we're going to be giving it a tailorized review between 0 and 10. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done it. Follow us on Facebook and interact. If you comment, I will talk to you. I love our 4 commenters we've gotten. And if you want to see us review something other than Beauty and the Beast, ask us.
Yeah.
I would love to review. We've gone back. We haven't done it in a long time, but one of our most watched reviews was something that somebody requested.
Yeah.
And it was our
City of God.
Our City of God, and that's like 600 views, which is cool, or more than that.
Yeah.
So do that. If there's just any movie, we'll fucking make it right for you. We don't care if you're the only one who watches.
We're also on the Facebooks and the Twitters, so you can talk to us there too.
Yep. Okay, so let's jump right into Ghost in the Shell. This is the live-action remake of the, we should have looked it up, I think 1995.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 1995.
Sure.
It's somewhere between 1990 and 1995. Animated movie that made it to America, and it was kind of the first, like Akira and a lot of those like really big. That wasn't Miyazaki, but it was just.
And it was also the first wave, I think, of really dark anime to make it to America.
Because a lot of the anime before that was Miyazaki. It was those really awesome.
I mean, Astro Boy and Speed Racer.
Yeah, but that barely counts.
Yeah, I don't. I disagree, but. Anyway, let's start with a synopsis. So, Ghost in the Shell is about a not-too-distant future where you've got...
pretty distant.
I don't know. They didn't really describe a year, did they?
Mm-mm.
So, you've got robots who have, the first couple of robots of their kind with human consciousnesses in them, and it's called a ghost. That's the consciousness. The shell is the robot body. Or
anybody. Yeah.
I suppose.
Because They call everyone a ghost, so I'm assuming everyone has a shell. Just the main character, Major, her shell is almost 100%.
Okay, yeah, because there are cybernetic enhancements to bodies.
Yes, most people, except for a character that they actually kind of point out that they still say mostly human for him, so he still has a little bit of cybernetics. Yeah. But most people upgrade themselves, or they call it cybernetic enhancements. Right. And I would do like those guys who got the full-on metal arms, I would be that guy. I got no arm strength. I want metal arms, man.
Or you could have a metal jaw that never gets tired.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be good, like for my blowjobbing.
Yeah. That's what I was
my throating.
So this is the story of Major, who is a ghost in a shell. She's a cybernetic, almost entirely cybernetic human enhancement. Yep. And she is a mercenary / spy / assassin / cop for the
District 9
Hanka Company, District 9 Section 9.
Section 9
of the Hanka Corporation.
Yeah, Hanka Corporation. The way I thought of it is Section 9's like cops, and the Hanka Corporation just is their biggest like supplier and funds them, so they think that they own them when they don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a little.
Anyway, she and her team are trying to take down a hacker terrorist cell.
Yep. If you've seen the original movie, which we did not too long ago, I'm going to get into, this is still part of the synopsis. They followed it, kinda. enough.
The major plot points.
The major plot points are there, and then the really big visual things that you remember, like those scenes, they almost copied and put them right into the movie so you can still see them, even if the context is
Can we smoothly transition right into the positives?
Well, we haven't gotten to negatives yet.
Oh, right, yeah. Negatives. Sure.
Let's jump right into negatives.
Yeah.
This is a very, very predictable plot. That's my biggest negative and almost my only negative. Mm-hmm. I got nitpicks here and there, but I saw the hidden, no spoilers here, hidden bad guy the second he was there. I'm like, okay, so he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
That was easy. And then, all the plot twists, I saw them before they even set them up. Yeah. They were there. And that's the biggest thing to take away rewatchability for me. And I did like this movie, and I think you did too. I really did like this movie. But the fact that I knew every paint-by-number plot point before it happened makes me less interested in something. Yeah. And it was still, everything else was interesting enough to keep me glued to it. But I was like, okay, so this is going to betray. Yep, here you go. Oh, this guy's about to get shot. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. And that gets fucking boring. Mm.
My biggest negative of this movie is Scarlett Johansson.
ScarJo?
Yeah, they handed a great role for a wooden actress to perform. And
she's not wooden in it.
And no, she's not. They pulled an actually good performance out of her for the wrong part. Like
the first time ever.
Yeah, for the first time ever, you had her expressing very real emotions and stuff that I could feel through the screen. And she's normally so wooden, and this would have been the perfect role for such a wooden actress, because the character is wooden. Yeah. I don't think she emotes, she emotes maybe once in the entire anime.
Yeah, and I was excited for it once in the anime, she's an emotional fucking robot. Yeah. She's a robot with a beautiful voice. And which is exactly what she did in Her. Yeah. Which is one of her best performances, and she's not even, it's just visual, or just, her voice, just audio, and it's her best performance ever. Yeah. And she couldn't even pull that off here. She tried to act. And, she's a good enough actor. I got nothing really against her.
Not a fan.
I know that she's
wooden as hell.
She's super wooden.
She and Kristen Stewart could be best friends.
I don't think
no emotions.
I don't think she's that bad. She's definitely, if she ever won a best actress, I'd go, really? Her? I would be surprised.
I would riot in the streets, probably. I would riot in the streets,
but yeah, I think that she was made for this role. She's a completely beautiful, beautiful thing that looks like it's created in a lab and has no personality. Perfect for this role, but she doesn't pull her off. And I agree with you. She's definitely.
And she has her moments where she really does, though. To be fair, I think that I can't really think of anybody. Maybe Rooney Mara would have been good for this part.
I think Rooney Mara would have been great.
Yeah, but
I think any of the beautiful Asian actresses that exist would have been amazing for it.
Right, and that's something we can get into too, but we don't have to.
I think it's been beat like a dead horse. I don't think there's anything we can say that hasn't already been said.
Anyway, she had some good moments where she was really nailing the part, and then the higher stakes moments where she blew it by acting too hard.
Yeah. Any other negatives?
None that are jumping to mind. That was pretty much my biggest one.
Yeah, plot point in that's kind of it. The plot and how predictable the plot is in ScarJo. Oh, the main villain, the actual main villain. No spoilers here, but if you see it, the guy who ends up being the bad guy. Oh my god, they could have just had a cardboard cutout. Yeah. Just I'm the bad guy. He did nothing. They didn't even need to name him, and
there
did.
There was no justification to him either.
He's just a bad guy.
I'm evil!
He was a mustache-twirling, stupid villain who's like, no, we're doing this. It's all about control. They're not useful if we can't control. Shut up. And he's such a small part in it, even though he's the main villain, that this movie's not really about the plot. It just isn't. And that's why you can get away with having a predictable plot and a bad guy, and it still can be a good movie. Yeah. And why was it a good movie? We'll get into that right now!
Wait, I just thought of one.
Oh,
a very, very minor negative. Something that Mark definitely picked up on. There is a certain modesty behind Bateau in the anime,
Bateau,
where he's bashful about.
So Bateau is her is her partner. And he's one of my favorite characters in the anime, and he's actually probably my favorite character in this, too.
Yeah.
And she has no shame in her body, which is why she can fight around in that fucking whatever body glove.
Yeah.
You know? And he has shame for her.
Yeah.
And they play that up just subtle enough in the anime, and it is my favorite part of the anime is he'll cover her up, or if she takes off nothing and she just doesn't care because who cares about her naked body? It's barely even her body. And he's like, oh.
Yeah, and they did a nod to that.
They
like
did a nod,
second.
But that is one of the better things for both of their characters. Yeah. And they set it up and didn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, is you could have added so much to both their characters of like, she's so detached from her body. He still thinks of her as a human when she doesn't.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. In like 3 more seconds of screen time, you could have done that.
Yeah.
Like 3 more seconds.
Yeah. I don't want to do any, my other negatives are kind of spoilery, so we'll just skip those. We'll go to the positives. The sound design.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for a movie to really stretch what Dolby Atmos surround sound can do, and I think this has been my first experience really enjoying it.
You can keep grabbing another one because I got to give credit when credit's due and find the cast.
That's quick. All I got for that. For the sound design, that's all I really have to say about it. There's this one scene where there's like this visor that sweeps across the lens, and you can hear it like go around the room very, very distinctly. And I have not experienced. I mean, maybe I just haven't noticed it, but this is the first time where it's been really prevalent to me how good the sound design is, especially when it comes to directionality of the sound. Also, the performances in this movie, even Scarlett Johansson is a positive for me, but especially Michael Diamond Pitt, is that his name?
Yes, Michael Sutton Pitt.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of movies.
Funny Games,
Murder by Numbers, Last Days,
Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yep, and then he's one of the main characters in Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
Him and Steve
His character in this has an amazing voice effect that blew my friggin' mind. I loved it.
I want to get back to that character in a second. I'm trying to find the actors, and my phone's just being super slow. No, I think it's my internet right now.
I'll do that while you talk.
Oh, no, it's coming up. But anyways, okay, so he already brought up sound design. Visuals of this movie are absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Are absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Now, this is not, I wouldn't say Doctor Strange or anything, but it is definitely close. It is definitely... The cinematographers and the amount of effort they put into the world. Now, world building is I got it right now. World building is my thing. It's my niche. Pilo Ashbeck. All right, we'll get to him. We'll get back to him in a second. So, anyways, I love world building, and this movie nailed it. Now, the reason why I think the plot can be predictable, the bad guy can be worthless, it's because that's not what this movie did right. This movie nailed this world. I was in this world.
Yes.
And it almost, and I don't like comparing shit to Star Wars much, because I consider Star Wars the greatest thing that's ever existed. But Star Wars nailed the lived-in thing of like, hey, it's novel for the guy watching, but for us, it's isn't.
Normal. Yeah.
And that's why the droids are beaten up. That's why, this might be futuristic, but this is a lived-in, gritty world.
Yeah.
And they nail that in this movie.
Yes.
It goes to the shell because you're walking around and you're constantly seeing people who are cybernetic, but they're disgusting they're fucked up.
It's also the future from the perspective of the 80s.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they nailed that 80s cyberpunk.
There was a car that was basically a modded DeLorean, which is really neat. There were people smoking. How many future movies do you see people smoking?
At work?
Yeah.
In buildings?
In labs.
Yeah, in labs.
Like fucking robot hospitals.
Don't give a shit.
Fucking no smoke.
Oh man, is there machines completely surrounding me and in me? I don't care.
Yeah. So
and it's so 80s.
Yeah.
And
the soundtrack, the music was very 80s.
And that's gonna build the world too. So world building is my biggest positive, and that goes in with visuals, sound design,
cinematography,
soundtrack. It is awesome. I would watch any story you want that took place in this world.
Yes.
You could give me like Andy Warhol eating a hamburger as long as it's in this world I'm in.
Yeah.
You know.
And I want to talk about that for a second, too, because that blends in with my point about cinematography. It goes a long way with me when a cinematographer tries to replicate frames or cells from comics or cartoons.
Yep.
It goes so far with me.
Yeah.
And the entire intro sequence to this movie is from the anime, from the animated feature. And the way that they interpreted the designs in the animated feature and translated that to live action,
it's almost like they used the cells from the animation as the storyboard.
Yeah.
And
not even farther than that. I don't know how else to describe it. It was
it's so gorgeous.
I have no idea how they did some of those effects.
And it was pick and choose. And this is actually going to be a longer review than I thought. It was they pick and choose, and it wasn't because this movie can't be a shot-for-shot remake. And the reason is because this movie has been remade 100 times since the original movie came out. But we called it The Matrix, we called it Ex Machina, AI. These things have been explored. The first Ghost of the Shell has been picked apart. So they went in, they almost said, let's start from scratch. Let's find the point and let's build it from there. Mm. So they got the new main antagonist who was the villain we were talking about earlier. And they grabbed a lot of things, and they took those scenes and kind of mismatched, placed them in these movies. So we still get those amazing visual, throwbacks and almost frame-for-frame scenes. But they mismatched them into this movie, and it was because they had to restart and build all over again. And that was bold, and in my opinion, they pulled it off. Mm. And I really think they did. And I think the plot that they came up with, even though it was different, it was very different from the original anime at some respects, but I think that it worked. I thought they had to do what they did, and I think they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the running through the alleyways before they do that fight in the water scene.
Yeah, when
they took that right out of the cartoon, and they nailed it. And both me and him gasped at how beautiful this guy, as he's flickering in and out of being invisible and not, running through puddles that sometime read him and sometime don't read him. It's like, oh, holy shit!
Yeah, and the body language in this movie, too. I can tell that Pilo...
I just looked it up. It's like the most Russian gun name. Pilo Ashbeck. Pilo Ashbeck.
Yeah. His body language matched Bato's to a
he played Batu, and I don't know who this guy is.
No, I've never seen him before.
Give me more of him.
Yes.
This actor played one of the best, supporting characters ever.
Yeah.
And Batu, I thought they were going to ruin Batu, because I was like, no one's going to get that character right. And they nailed it.
And when he didn't have the eyes, the scope eyes.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
And then they gave you justification to him getting the cybernetic eyes, and right when that happens, right when he reaches for his eyes, I'm like, they're bringing him in. And they even explored what it's like to have cybernetic eyes, which is something they didn't do. And how he's got to get used to, dude, I'm not used to seeing this amazing lead. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah.
And even the design on his face looked great. It didn't look like just random sunglasses.
No.
You could see where his eyes used to be, and they're, melted over.
Yeah.
And it looked awesome. There was a lot of makeup, I bet, that guy had to go through.
I wish that they had done something to Scarlett Johansson's eyes. Because I missed the 1,000-yard, never-blinking stare of Major in the cartoon.
Yeah. And that's... I really do think my biggest negative goes back to ScoJo, but it is just Major. I think that they didn't really nail that detachment.
No.
And I mean, the character doesn't blink in the cartoon at all, and she's just like that all the time. And she does really seem like a tortured soul in this. When in the original anime, she didn't have a soul, really? Or you weren't sure?
Yeah.
You're like, does she have a soul? What's going on with her?
She was discovering what it meant to have a soul.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's kind of like she knew it the whole time and is very aware of it and just trying to figure it out, which is different.
Is there any other? Yeah. So Michael Pitt, I got him right here. See, that's what he looks like normally. Michael Pitt, as I'm trying to remember his character name in this, but yeah, that is another really big. You touched on it a little bit.
Kuze.
Kuze. So you talked about Kuze a little bit. I was not sold on Kuze right away. I was like, what are they doing with this guy? Bring in the Puppet Master. He's a way better villain. And I'm thinking that. once you get the payoff for Kuze, I was so like, okay, this is great. And Michael Pitt nailed it. Like, he played a almost malfunctioning but still functioning better than a human or robot. Like, I'm twitching, but I'm still way better at this than you are.
Ever since Murder by Numbers, he has had a knack for creeping me out.
He's a creepy motherfucker
when that movie came out.
He's a creepy motherfucker, and he nailed. Yeah, he's great. But anyways, let's do it. Because my negatives were only 2 of them, it's not knocking me down a lot, but it is knocking me down a lot just because they are big negatives.
Yeah.
Predicted plot and not a good bad guy will knock it down.
And keep in mind that I also had a lot of negatives I couldn't share because I didn't want to spoil it.
You don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
So it might have seemed like I'm praising this a lot, but it is, I'm not giving it a 9 out of 10 or anything. So I'm giving it 7 out of 10 ghosts in a shell. See? Wow. I drew a ghost in a shell.
Well,
7 out of 10.
You know what, Rick? I gave it 7 out of 10 Microsoft Sams. Hello. And you'll get that if you watch the movie.
I like you. Gee, Rick, you can't just pull Morty out of me.
Oh, jeez, you're really putting me in a tight spot here, Rick.
Yeah. Okay.
Get your shit together. You get it all together.
Get it all in one place.
You put it in a backpack, and you take it to the shit store, and you sell it, or you throw it away. I don't care what you do, just get your shit together.
Get your shit together. Okay, anyways, we're really big Rick and Morty fans. All right, that was our review. Go check out Ghost in the Shell. You really like it. Yeah. I might buy it. I actually think I will. I enjoyed it. So 7 out of 10.
Both of us 7 out of 10.
Sweet. Yeah. So comment if you saw this. Let us know what you thought. We like it when you guys talk to us. I know that we're either gonna get 3 views or 40. So, but. Let us know. Click like. Talk to us if you liked it. And
let's do recommendations.
You
should watch our Chappie review. Since it's about robots.
God,
it's about robots.
Forgot about that shit fucking movie. Did we review Ex Machina?
No.
I think we did.
I didn't. You must.
Was it me and Taylor?
Yeah.
I think I did.
I think you did.
All right, then I'll throw Ex Machina. Ex Machina is one of my favorite movies of the year it came out, and I made you watch that, didn't I?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, fuck, I'm gonna bum that to you too. All right, so yeah, check out Ex Machina, which is another really good version of this type of movie, and then Chappie, which is the worst version of this type of movie.
Don't watch Chappie. Watch our review.
Yeah, watch our review of Chappie.
That's what I was
saying.
Where
we will literally say multiple times, "Don't watch this movie." Okay, God. See you guys later.
Give me a fucking heart attack.
Don't tell them to watch Chappie.